2, 1. Thank you back. Thank you back. Welcome back to the Ghost Leaders Think podcast. Guys, we got some technical difficulties in the studio, but we're going to be all right. Guys, look, I thank you guys for tuning in to the show. Thank you guys for telling a friend to tell a friend what we got going on over here. I appreciate you guys. You know, last week and the weeks before, we've been having some great shows, and it's all because of you. You guys comment. You guys make this show stay alive. I appreciate you guys. Continue to subscribe. Much love to my sponsors, 605 Adult Beverages, also to Red Core Universe. Thank you guys for your sponsorship. Now, getting back to the guests. I'm moving fast, guys, because we did this already, so it's like a retake. But anyway, getting back to my guests, some of you guys probably seen this individual in Houston streets in a good way. Some of you might have seen her singing in live, probably seen her on video, on TV, probably seen her on a podcast. So I had to bring her back because this is her second time coming on the show, second time. So I'd like everybody to welcome back to the show Miss Brendalynn McKinney.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing, ma'am?
I am good.
So, last time, you made the camera go out and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I started talking about some real stuff.
Yeah, right? Early. You know what I'm saying?
That came from a place.
All right.
I don't know if I can get that back out.
See, Brendalynn came in the studio with that vibe. She was like, you know what? I'm frustrated. I'm mad. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, oh, you need a drink, ma'am. You need a drink.
Yes, indeed.
So how you been?
I've been good. I've just been moseying along with my career, which is all of my careers. As you know, I do a ton of things.
Right. Yes.
But just moseying and just getting greater and bigger at everything it is that I do.
Right, right. So. I want to ask you this because I'm glad because you're an artist, and I want to ask you this. And I'm just jumping into the show. I just jumped right into it. You know what I'm saying? I know that Kamala Harris, she's going to run for president, but she picked a couple of artists to theme like some of her walkouts. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Beyonce, she had Freedom.
Like the music.
The music, walkouts, Freedom. Who else?
She had Megan Thee Stallion perform.
Yes.
She recently had Lil Jon.
Yes. What you think about that? You think? Well, I want to ask you this from a black woman and an artist perspective. All right. What you think about that? Megan Thee Stallion doing the.
Okay. Yes, because I actually had a discussion about this with somebody. I feel like on Kamala's side, when you call an artist, you know exactly what they're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's if you call Lil Jon, he's gonna be yelling and screaming.
Right.
I'm saying if you call somebody, you know what I'm saying. So I felt they knew what they were doing, and Megan Thee Stallion, she felt the same way. If you called me, you want what I have to give.
Okay.
Now that's cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side of it, what really are you going for? Because at the end of the day, if it was me and that was my lifestyle, I want to be true to who I am, but do I have to go all the way out? Can I just kind of stand there and do, kind of dumb it down, or do I have to go all the way in for everybody to see? Because here's the thing. You can't add insult to injury every time. They already look at us in a certain scope.
Right.
So we're doing nothing but proving them, see, I told you they were monkey.
And I don't have no problem with Lil Jon because Lil Jon is universal. Mm-hmm. Whites and blacks. Yeah. Everybody listen to Lil Jon.
They play him at corporate.
You know what I'm saying?
Corporate gigs. Yeah.
I'm telling you, right? Yeah, shot, all that. But, and that was more of a universal feel. But Megan, and I don't want to down black women. I love my black women. But I said, man, I think that was like, why you have to dumb yourself down just to get entertained? Like, do you feel sometimes, like, when you entertaining, do you think, like, because we know how you physically look, do you think sometimes that you have to expose certain things just to get a look as an artist?
If I want to stay true to myself, no. It just depends on the situation. Megan was not going to turn that opportunity down.
Right.
So when dumbing, if you're saying that because she had not twerked, I think somebody gave her the green light to do that. I don't think your first mind is say, okay, let's make up a twerking routine.
Right. Well, she twerked and she stopped, then she twerked again, then she kept going, then she just kept going.
Yeah, so I said, I don't think let's twerk for the camera. I don't think that's what, I think they probably got the okay. Because, a lot of stuff goes into play, like what not to do, what to do, whatever.
Right.
But I think somebody, okay, hey, be you, because this is for the body shaming part of the campaign. So do you?
Right.
I mean, I could be wrong. I just don't feel like she would go out there and go all in on a political
stage and do
stage
that.
and do that.
Have you been watching? Have you been watching the
I've been
campaign?
in and out. I've been in and out. I've been in and out.
Because I was going to ask you.
Person or the people or the type of persons that they want.
Right.
They don't want to hear nothing negative from nobody else.
Right.
Period.
And that's true. I heard something. What I heard something similar to that. A guy was talking about the dating side of it, and it was like, if a woman dates, like, say, a celebrity or somebody that's a certain caliber, and they date that person only one time, their expectations now, from that point on, is to try to find every single man like that, like on that caliber. And
I mean, you have some that will set the bar.
But the thing is, most men are like worthy men, good men, but they're not that, 20 million, 10 million, whatever type dude.
Right.
So a lot of people passing up on these type of men, and I don't know.
It happens. It definitely happens. But I do feel like.
Okay.
And then you got some people that are out there strictly trying to find love or just trying to find somebody to date. So with the people that are trying to find the bag, these models and stuff like that, they of course
IG models,
they're gonna have their who they want to go to. They're gonna go to the spots that these people go to because that's what they want. That's the caliber person. They're not worried about everybody else that ain't got the status.
Right. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Let me ask you this: the day, the date, and the time of music. What's your feel on it? Since you're an artist, like how do you feel about what's going on with the music? Because I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite artists right now, and you'll probably never guess it. She's a rapper, but
Glorilla?
No. Well, close, but she's like in the top 5.
I know you're not talking about.
She's ratchet now.
I know you ain't talking about no Sexy.
Sexy Red.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying Sexy Red because the way she looks. It's something about the way. Don't look at me.
You can't even take you serious.
I'm serious. No, the reason I like Sexy Red because what it does to the reaction of people that's listening. I don't care what age. Good example. I was DJing a party, and these people was like maybe average age 40. 40-year-old women, professional women. I played at Get It Sexy, and they started twerking, right? Having a great time, right? And that's when the party went to another level. I went to another party. My cousin was DJing, and same result. I went to a white party, mostly white people. They played Sexy Red. Same reaction. Then I saw her and I believe it was Chris Stapleton or whoever was on stage. She was on stage with. But this is a country singer. Country singers don't know nothing about rapper, right? Vice versa. Rappers don't know about country singers. And they called Sexy Red out. And I think they played Get It Sexy, and the crowd went crazy. I was like, what is it about this girl that people love? And it's not the way she look or the way she's ratchet. It's something about.
I think it's the way that everything was marketed. That's just like it. There are so many songs that have come out and that's been out. They're just catchy.
Very catchy.
And when you play them all the time, you're gonna find yourself. I find myself singing a lot of dumb songs just because I hear them all the time.
Right.
Songs that make absolutely no sense.
You don't like Sexy Red?
I say I don't like her, but I just.
You don't prefer her music?
No, because I am music, I listen to a lot. So you remember Silk the rapper from No Limit?
Yeah.
Tell me why nobody in that studio decided to tell this man that his vocals was not.
Don't do that.
Matching.
Don't do that. Because Blueface did it 30 years later.
His vocals not matching. They bouncing off each other. And how is that okay?
Because that was the style.
That was not a style.
His style.
It was stupid. But with her, it's the same way. Like, it's just, I'm not mad at it because one thing I do like about her records, I feel like they're just authentic. She don't know no better. She just
right.
She do. But with that, like, I like Glorilla because I feel like she knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
I feel like when she goes to the studio, ain't nobody gonna tell her nothing. She knows because she knows what she do. I feel like Sexy Red just.
Yeah.
Hey, she just started rapping one day
and just
got and people like that type of stuff.
And she's grounded too. Glorilla is grounded. You can
yeah,
hear
she's very grounded.
in her interviews. She's strict. Her
Man,
upbringing
that
was
girl name was
strict.
Gloria Hallelujah. You can't be no more grounded
Right.
than
But
that.
her daddy is a preacher, isn't it? Something like that.
Somebody got to be something.
Yeah. So it's, yeah. So
That's extreme.
She just she's just making money, whatever.
Yeah.
But so go back to the question. So, what are you listening to right now?
What am I listening to? I'm a B-side singer. I made me a shirt and it says, "I am a B-side listener. You are an A-side listener. We are not the same." I like B-side songs. Like the hits are cool.
Okay.
But I like the stuff that don't nobody listen to, the stuff that ain't nobody playing on the radio.
Okay.
So I listen to people like, what's his name? I can't pronounce his name. He sings "Someday." I forget his name. Like a lot of these guys that having pop shit, like Brent Fayez and.
Well, he pop. In DC, he's pop.
Well, no, I mean like A-list.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Brent Fayez and what's that guy name? I'm a real Bryson Tiller fan.
Yeah,
like
Bryson
stuff
Tiller.
like
He
you know
dope.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
But I don't think he want to get famous though.
I don't know what Bryson's so talented though.
He reminds me of the J Electronica rap. He's signed to the big label. He could match the top MC whoever he's with.
He's dope.
He just don't want to do nothing. He's like, that's not my thing.
Have to.
Right? He don't have to, and they're gonna keep him on because he's dope.
He don't have to.
That's how Bryson Tiller. He's just a dope guy. Another
Even
dude.
Eric Bellinger too. He turned down a whole. Oh no, that wasn't Eric. That was maybe Khalid. One of them. They turned down a whole record deal because at this point in life, you really don't need labels.
Right. That's true.
You don't need labels.
That's true.
So
Slim Thug he had an album that came out in 1998, I believe. It said, I believe it was Already Famous. Is Already Famous? You a Texan? You supposed to know that? Already Famous. So basically, he had $1 million before any record label came because he was selling out his trunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So another guy that's dope is Blast. BLX.
I like him.
LA.
Yep.
He's dope.
I like him.
He's real dope. I like his vibe. He's dope.
Although because he's taking a lot of classics and just remixing them, which is cool.
Yeah, I was
like it.
I was gonna ask you that. What you think about?
It's lazy, but I like it.
Really? You don't like that?
I'm being lazy. Just come up with something new. Let them people have it.
Cause look, that joint
like it.
that Doja Cat had on that Troop sample.
Yeah.
All
Everybody's
I do
doing it,
is think of you. That's dope. I like that.
Everybody's doing it. It's cool.
You wouldn't do that?
I would do it. It's cool, but I'm a stickler for it just to be original.
Okay.
It's too much music to be made. It's just be original.
Okay.
You cheating. You taking something that's already hot, so people gonna listen to it anyway.
Really? But this generation don't know about that though.
Huh?
This generation don't know about that music. They don't know about like the '90s music. Only reason they know about it because of somebody might sample it.
Right, but the other generation, we know.
Oh yeah, we know it.
We know. So the other people, they just sing the lyrics, but we actually buying. They not buying nothing. They listening and dancing, but they not buying for real. So,
if a person was to impress you, right? Say you in the studio. Say I could sing. I'm an artist. I could get it in. You know what I'm saying? What impresses you when it comes to music? Really impresses you? Like damn. That
like if the artist come to me and say, "I'm an artist," how would I be impressed?
Yeah.
It's a broad question. How would I be impressed?
Not. I'm talking about just with music, not with the presentation. I'm talking about just with the music.
Their creativity.
Okay.
Their creativity and the ability of how they work.
Okay.
Like I was amazed when I first started working with Raheem Devon. I was amazed at how he done a lot of stuff in the studio. Like very inspired, like how he records. And
okay.
The fact that he doesn't use pen and paper or a cell phone
to
write music. No, he just
remembers it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the creativity and the I think the hustle too that an artist has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard. Some people just have that type of mind. They could recite stuff and just remember
I've
things.
learned how to do it. Now I've been a writer, but I mean, just saying it, I'm like, I know I can do that. So I'm like, it's nothing. So I've adapted that too. Like I'll still write some stuff down too, but I've adapted that concept as well, and that's just challenging me as an artist.
Yeah.
You know, not always having to resort to it's already here. You just got to get it out.
Right. So last time you came up here, you was I might just go and get into it. Last time you came up here, I think you was either in a relationship or going through a relationship.
Who knows?
You was on I-10. You was passing through. You was passing through. You was passing through a relationship. So for the people that's watching, what is your status now? Because this is a lead up question to something else. I just want to know.
My status is I'm single.
Single. Okay, you single. That's single like courting, dating.
Nah, just single.
Just single, nothing. Single. All right. So now, when it comes to artistry, creativity, they say the best art comes out of the best pain. Right? So would you be willing to sacrifice a relationship with a person that you love to get good music? Like to get not good music.
When you say sacrifice, what do you mean?
Like experience that love thing to the point of marriage, or get married, or get a divorce. Get a divorce. Because you want to go through that hurt.
Why would I do myself like that?
I'm just saying, sometimes, the best art comes out of the best hurt. And you get that single, you be like, damn. You felt that pain in that. Like Tank talked about that, the pain. And he's like, people start listening to it, like, yo, that's dope.
Here's the thing. There's so much that can happen with that. That's like a bowling ball of trials. Why would I put myself through now? What I will say is I wouldn't put myself through that just to get a story. But what I will say is since I've been writing since I was 14. My very first song that I wrote was called The One.
Okay.
Basically talking about you're the one. Lulu. I knew nothing about the one. But what I did do was look at the people that was around me. I was always ahead of my age. But I looked at the people that was around me and their relationships. My mom, my dad, my uncles, my cousins, my sisters. So as I looked at that and I wrote according to what I experienced, what they were going through, what they were talking about.
Right.
So I'd rather do that. And like my homegirl tell me, girl, I'd rather write about her story than put myself through it.
I was just saying, some people sacrifice things like that just so they could be great.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm one of them.
You know what I mean? Yeah. What you think about,
especially when it comes to love, because I'm a lover, so
okay.
And I'm a Pisces, and we're very sensitive and emotional.
When is your birthday?
I'm February 25th.
Oh, you February Pisces. Okay.
Yeah, so that would probably be a what they call it.
What?
When you do something to come back at you, that'll probably backfire. Yeah, that will backfire on me.
Okay, a backfire.
Right, it would definitely backfire on me.
You're a PK, right?
Mhm.
You sing in church?
Mhm.
You do? What you think? How you feel about that?
Singing in church?
Singing in church and singing outside.
It's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know some people they have a different take on that.
No, I just feel like, because God can use anybody at any point in time. So I feel like if I have a calling and He's blessed and gifted me with a certain calling, then that'll be my fault, and I'd have to answer to Him if I don't walk in that calling. Be it if I'm going my own way, if I'm going His. I'd rather get to somebody than nobody.
I got you.
Because I can go sing at Taste Bar this day, and then say, "Hey, come to church," and then you come. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm born. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more like
people won't be mad at you like they did Kirk Franklin. When Kirk Franklin said something about marriage.
He's reaching everybody though. He's not just reaching the saints.
He is, but some people don't accept that. Some people.
So if he don't do that, let's just say he don't do that.
Okay. And
nobody reaches those people that needs help because he's only focused on the people that feel like he needs to be righteous.
Mm-hmm.
He's responsible for everybody. He can't. You know what I'm saying? So if he don't do that, guess who's gonna get in trouble? He is, not you.
I'm just saying, your church family, they're the ones that,
for sure.
they're super
but
judgmental.
If we sit up there and just keep listening to them in a way that, because I was brought up holiness or hell. I was brought up, my red fingernails sending me to hell.
Fire and brimstone.
I was a Jezebel.
The Jezebel spirit.
Yeah, Jezebel. You know what I mean? We couldn't do it. When it's thundering outside, turn these TVs off. That's when I grew up.
Oh, okay, damn.
That's what we were.
You were one of them. Okay.
But I grew up in a balanced household to where my mom, she wasn't going for that. You're going to let these girls live the way that they are. But my cousin, on the other hand, their parents was like, nah, y'all finna go to volleyball practice in these dresses, these skirts. You know what I'm saying? So, wow. To each his own. I think it's the way that you carry it and the way that you represent God.
Yeah, I got that. That's fair. That makes sense.
If you represent Him in a good light to where somebody will follow and it's done out of the goodness, then I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Some people just stuck.
Yeah, they stuck.
You know what I mean?
You can't have a conversation with those people.
Yeah, they stuck.
So being a black woman in this day and age, we spoke about Kamala earlier. right now, and then Michelle Obama, she made that epic speech last night
Mm-hmm.
about the black jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm gonna give you a stat. Right now is was 30% of most up and coming entrepreneurs are black women.
Mm-hmm.
In saying that, this leading from 2024 leading up, the black woman is the person that everybody's kind of looking up to.
Okay.
No matter what stage of life, it could be a musician, it could be a CEO, it could be a president. Being a black woman yourself, how do you feel at this present moment? Like, do you think that the DEI was it has accomplished what it's needed to accomplish? Do you think that uh, just being a black woman is more inspirational now, or more being accepted? What's your take on that right now?
Especially with Kamala Harris, I feel like being a black woman it's a little bit more appreciated. We made a lot of noise over the last couple of years to even be accepted because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times um, people don't accept us because we're women. There's a lot of things that we're doing where it's taking over like the man's supposed to be the provider, but a lot of us are taking initiative and being independent
Oh
to where
Lord.
we don't need necessarily. You know what I mean? So I think like I said, we got a bunch of women business owners now. Babe, you go to work, you got your blue collar guys, but the woman at home working from home because she has her own business. We're more
Right.
ambitious. We're gonna go get it. Because if you think about it, a lot of time, not in everybody's households, but a lot of times, the man goes to work, the woman does what? She pays the bills. She does this. She does
Yeah.
this. She take care of the kids. She do all of the back end so he
Right.
could go be great. So we when we do that and we got that instilled in us, imagine what we can do if we're doing it for ourselves. So once we figured that out, it's nothing. We're gone. So don't be surprised when we're
But all right, so
there.
that now I appreciate everything you said. I love black women. I love their advancement. I love the trajectory on where they're going. Right. I love all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So where they going?
Well, they're going to the top, but they're going to the top alone. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
they're my opinion, they're excelling to the point where most of the men are not excelling with them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now in this present day, and the conversation is, if you can't match my swag or match my whatever, I don't need you. And I'm like, that's the wrong approach.
I don't know.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
can talk about this.
Go ahead, talk about it. What you think about that?
So going back to what you said, when they're excelling alone, a lot of that is because you have these leeching men
Oh,
that they want a handout. They don't want to work. They don't want to do it. So all they want to do is lay up. They want to feed off what you got. Blah 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 blah. Right? Not saying all of them, but most of them, a lot of them. And so when we do these type of things, it makes us look like, oh, we just don't need nobody dragging us down, because now at this point, I've been forced to be. You want to go out there and run with the women, but guess what I got to do? I got to take care of my kids. I got to do. So you're forcing us into that position. So when we get there, no, we don't want any weights.
mm.
And I've known, and I'm gonna put it like this because I don't just want. No, forget that. This is my life.
Go ahead.
Like, can
Talk
I be
about
transparent?
it. Talk about it.
I don't care who sees this.
Open
but
it
this
up.
is- I'm transparent. So there's a guy um, that I know, and his thing is he works in a specific lane. Okay, well, that specific lane doesn't allow you to get paid until it's like commission based. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So hard worker, he hustles hard, but it's just not falling for him. So in my mind, being me as a woman, do I say, okay, come on over here, I'll take care of you till you figure it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna be, don't worry about it, I got it. Don't worry about it. 2 years later, I got it, and I'm still waiting on your battery to pop.
Potential.
Potential gets you nowhere. Potential will have you slicing tires.
Really?
Potential, because that's the thing, you go off potential, and if a man sniffs that,
He's gonna take
probably
advantage.
take advantage of that, and that's the thing. So the thing about it is, a man shouldn't even want to even entertain a woman if he's not where he needs to be. he shouldn't even want, as a man, he shouldn't even want to entertain that, because not to say he got to be intimidated, but I have to be the provider.
Ooh.
So whatever that looks like if we could be friends or whatever, whatever that looks like, let me get myself together.
Okay.
So that way we could go together, and I ain't got to bring you down, dragging you. You on your way. You got school stuff to take care of that I can't help you with. But my car broke down, so now you got to, just so I can go to work.
Right.
I don't want to do that to you. So let me get myself together, and we can be friends or whatever situation is. But other than that, but we're looked at as if, oh, you're being shallow. It's not being shallow. That's just, hell, I worked hard for where I'm at.
So you don't believe? So now, this is what I'm getting from that. You don't believe that if you meet a nice, good, take nice out of it. If you meet a responsible, hardworking brother, he just isn't. He's not there at that moment monetarily.
I got a question. I got an answer for you.
Okay, and he has potential to be a great mate, but he just haven't had the opportunity, or nobody gave him the opportunity. So you're saying pass on him.
He needs to get himself together. And I'm not going to stop that. I'm not going to get in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when we start liking people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like you, so I'm going to prevent you from going to work. Why? Because I want to spend time with you. I want to do this. We can't even go out of town because now I got to pay for you. I got to do all this extra stuff. We can't even enjoy ourselves in court properly. So I'd rather you just get yourself together. Then I'm not saying you got to have millions or thousands. Right. But what I am saying is, you have to be positioned. Like, I can see if we're dating and you're good. You ain't got to have a whole lot of money. But you got a solid job. You good. You do what you're supposed to do. And then you fall off.
Right.
I got you.
That's different, yeah.
Because, that's different. But don't come to me jacked up and then think you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole nother situation. Because I don't even really just know you probably like that to know you. Cause
does that go both ways?
I think it goes both ways.
So you don't think men should date women who has potential to be a wife?
It goes for everybody.
Okay.
It goes for everybody.
So you're fair.
That's period. I'm fair.
You're fair. Okay.
If a man tells me, hey, I need you to do and I ain't got that, I got to respect it. Will I feel some kind of way? Yeah, but that would give me, he right. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't take offense to that because he's 9 times out of 10, he's probably right.
Right.
You know, and if that's what he wants, if that's what he prefers, I'd rather him have what he wants. And what he needs than me coming in and he really kind of like, because guess what he going to do? He going to find somebody else eventually. And leave.
You think so?
Might.
You know, men don't cheat.
But there's
you know, black men don't cheat. You know that. Black men don't cheat.
What color black? What you mean?
Like the culture of African Americans. We don't cheat. Maybe Africans, but African Americans we don't. Nah, we're loyal.
Okay.
To the queens out there, we're loyal to you guys forever. You know what I'm saying? But no, because that's a conversation that is being had, but a lot of people are looking at it differently.
Yeah, I was literally in that situation, and I chose to run. And I'm going to tell you, I chose to run because, not that he wasn't a good guy. He was a great guy. He hustled in what it is that he did. But when he hustled, like I said, it was commission-based. It just wasn't falling for him. And that's cool. But now here I am. I'm damn near going broke because I'm paying for everything. Yeah, I want to hang out with you. But what I'm not going to do is just keep laying up at your house or vice versa, laying up at mine. We're not truly getting to know each other. But then come to find out, I get a message from somebody saying, hey, I know you're not messing with my man.
Ooh.
And then come to find out, oh, yeah, you went out because I'm giving him money to take you out.
Ooh.
So that's why, you know what I'm saying? So the only way you're striving and surviving is because you have somebody that's giving you money.
Do you think that all men cheat?
No, I don't think all men cheat.
You don't think so? Because a lot of stories I hear are kind of similar to the one you just told me. The woman holding a man down. The man, you know, ends not making, not matching. And they wind up having a whole nother situation on the other side.
And somebody else taking care of them.
Yeah.
And they sitting up there spending that girl money on somebody else.
What I'm trying to figure out, why don't some women realize, I don't want to get a sauce up, but I got to give a little piece of it. I'm going to give a little piece of it for the ladies. I don't understand why. I don't think love is that important to miss the clues, the context clues of what's going on in your relationship. I think a lot of people, I'm not going to generalize and say women. I think a lot of people don't see that because of love, right? I think the term love,
stability or comfortability.
Love is blind to that point. Some people might be staying with the person they don't have.
Kids involved.
Kids, the situation, and people are like, you know what? I'm just going to ignore it. I know it's happening. My intuition is telling me, but I'm going to ignore it until it comes in.
Not want to be alone.
That too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, whose fault is that?
That's your fault.
That's that person's fault, right?
Fault.
So, and I don't want to be non-empathetic, but sometimes you got to be like, baby, I'm going to hug you first. I'm going to tell you, are you okay? I'm going to give you a shot of some tequila. Then I'm just like, baby.
You sure. Don't keep coming back with the same old story.
It's your fault.
Yep.
Because
you're allowing it.
You're allowing it because of something that you think that you need.
Yep.
At this moment.
Or whatever we feel like you don't want to lack.
Right.
Yep.
Do you think a lot of women don't like that? Like
yes.
They think they just lack because they don't have a man, or they don't have a children, or they don't have a marriage, or whatever.
They just want it because it's there. Like some people can't be alone. They can't stand the thought of not being alone. So they always got to have somebody.
That's heavy.
A lot of people, they always got it. They cannot stand the fact of not, even if it's not their boyfriend or somebody they messing around with, they got to have something. They cannot be alone.
So they needy.
They're needy.
How do a man determine what's a needy woman? Like, what are the characteristics of a needy woman?
Well, she always asking for stuff. She always asking, always questioning, and don't have a lifestyle of her own. Like if I'm just at home, hey, where you at? Hey, you didn't come back. Now, if you're somewhere else, you're not gonna have time to do all that. You're gonna be doing other stuff, and then if you just happen to call me, hey, I hadn't talked to you all day. Where you been? That kind of stuff, cool. But if you're sitting at home and you have no other life outside of who it is you're dealing with, you're needy.
Wow.
You have to find something to do.
I never thought about that.
Find something, because you can even take the coolest guy, the guy that don't even mind checking in, the guy that don't even mind, hey, I just made it to the barbershop, babe. The guy may be all with it, but you can take that and ruin it just by you having nothing to do. What you doing? I haven't talked to you. I just talked to you 5 minutes ago before I walked in. I'm still in the chair.
But that could be trauma too.
Yeah,
from the past.
Definitely.
She got cheated on prior. So
that's mainly because you have nothing else to do.
Really?
You ain't got nothing. If you ain't got nothing to do, you're gonna be worried. If you're busy, you don't have time to stop every 5 minutes wondering what he's doing.
Y'all heard that, fellas. Y'all heard that.
Yeah, you might think about it, but you don't have time to literally just stop and do it.
So you not sweating no man. If a man.
No.
So if a man come to holler at you, see you after one of your shows, and you know what I'm saying, he's shooting your shot, he look like a decent guy, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna give him a chance. But then he hit you up the next day. Well, not the next day, but the next week, right? When's your next show? When you finish? When you coming home? You won't continue that situation?
Now listen, all right, here we go back to the catch-22. If it's somebody I don't like, they gonna get on my nerves.
Okay.
If it's somebody that I like, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's so sweet. He checking on me.
But isn't that confusing?
It's not confusing.
For a man? How would he know?
You would know if somebody likes you back.
No, men don't.
If you getting on somebody's nerves.
Men don't know that. Some men.
You would know that. Chemistry.
Chemistry
and vibes.
Kevin Samuel said this. God rest his soul. And a lot of women disagree with this. He always said, always date somebody that likes you more than them. Likes you more than you like them. Which is an unfair statement. So I don't think men determine if she likes him. They just know that she likes him more than he likes that woman. You see what I'm saying? That's how we determine it. It's like, why? Because I'm not calling as much, but she's calling way more.
But you got some people that are just delusional and feel like, oh, well, she texts me back. She likes me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I literally, and I kid you not, I got people that really, like, they force me to be what I'm not. Can we talk about that real quick?
Go ahead.
Like, don't force me to be what I'm not. Like if I tell you, hey, I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for nothing. All right, cool. I just want to talk to you. We exchange numbers. And then, man, I was down or whatever. And you ain't even check. Was I supposed to? Was I?
Why these men feeling like this? You must have told them something.
No, because they have other expectations, thinking that, okay, I'm going to just swindle her out of her number or a little bit of her time. But I like her so much that maybe I can get her to come around. But that's not what the agreement was. If it doesn't happen organically or naturally, don't force it. So if I haven't called you in a week, I haven't. You do what you got to do with that. Either stop talking to me, but don't charge me up. You have no right to charge me up about me not calling you when that wasn't the agreement in the first place.
That
You
makes
have to eat
sense.
that. You have to be like, damn, she did tell me I wasn't even supposed to have a number right now, so I just wait till she called me.
Wow, that's a tough pill to swallow, especially if you know.
But then don't get the number. If she's already ignoring you and she already is not giving you what you feel like you probably deserve or whatever, just let it go. Don't get my number in expectation thinking that, oh yeah, she'll come around
Why you give
eventually.
it out then?
Sometimes it's just the easiest thing to do.
But
That's
that doesn't make sense though.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
If you know you're not gonna like this person, why do women? Why do you guys give your information out to a person that you know that you have no inkling of communicating or experiencing or doing nothing with this individual? Why do you give your information out?
Because sometimes it's the easiest thing to do. Most of the time, if somebody comes to you talking, you're already giving them a. I'm not a mean person. I'm not just finna blatantly be like, man, move around. I'm not. That's not me because of what I do, where I be. I'm always out. I have to watch my back.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, if I already giving you like no eye contact, no nothing, I'm good. I've even told I'm good. I'm not looking for nothing, and you're badgering me. Sometimes it's just easy to say, here you go, and they gonna walk off.
Really?
So I have the opportunity to be like, delete, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't give me that Google number?
It's still gonna ring my phone.
I know that's true. Yeah, that's
so
true.
sometimes, and some of them they'll sit there and literally call you on the spot. I done got caught up a few times. I just got tired of them. You know what? Just take the damn number. Right?
Wow.
Like it's just easier sometimes. They leave you alone when they get what they want. But my thing is, even with that, if I'm not so that goes back to what I was saying. If I'm giving you a vibe, you're delusional. If you feel like I'm giving you a vibe that I'm not. You're delusional because you knew. I've already told you no, I wasn't looking for anything because you begged, you deliberately begged for my number, and so now you're mad when I don't call or respond to your text messages. How? You literally put a gun to my head and asked me for my number.
Yeah, that's funny because you see it every week, and then what you do, you know, I'm pretty sure men come to you all the time.
I'm talk to. And another thing, because I do what I do musically. That doesn't mean come to my shows and feel like, oh, hey, when your next show? Oh, I'm singing a such tonight. Okay, what time? Cool. What time you gonna be there? Okay, cool. And then you come and you think we're together. Like, that's not cool.
Really?
Oh,
that's my girl up there. Yeah. That's my girl.
No,
he didn't invite his whole family. Oh, that's my girl. She's singing.
That ain't it. You come and you be just like everybody else. You sit there and enjoy the show. Don't do nothing extra.
He gonna look. Then when you on intermission, he gonna come hug you. Hey, baby.
Yeah,
kiss you.
No,
like,
you playing, but I'm dead serious.
Really? Wow. I'd be afraid to do that. Like if I just met somebody, and like we go together real bad, or I think we go together in my mind.
That's the thing.
I'd be like, I'm not going to talk to that woman. I'm not even going up there until that woman called me.
And then you got the ones that don't care.
Yeah,
they don't care.
Bold, right? Yeah, that's
they
weird.
don't care.
That's that maniac personality.
They don't care.
I call it.
Want something so bad till they don't. By all means, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying.
No, something is
I'm
wrong
not
with
saying
that.
being a man you shouldn't go out like. But it goes back to what I said earlier. What we said. It depends on who you are and if we want you back. If we want you back, I'd be like, girl, he came to my show. He sat outside of me. But if I'm not really just into you like that, I'm going to be irritated.
Right.
So that goes back to what we were saying earlier.
So being an artist, do you think that artists can be faithful?
They can be.
Okay, you said that without confidence, but with a smile.
I was not confident because you said they can be. Yes.
Because, you know, you guys get a lot of attention. A lot. And by having a lot of attention, you have the pick of the litter. You have options.
Yeah.
A lot of options. Multiple options. Options that you like.
Yep.
You at the oyster bar. The seafood bar. You got shrimp, crab tails. You got lobster. You got crab legs. You got scallops. You got etouffee.
Yeah.
You got everything, right? So can you guys be faithful as women? Because I know women cheat too. Women, they just don't cheat like us.
No, we can be faithful. Well, if you're talking about women, yes. We definitely can be faithful. Men, that's a question. That's questionable right there.
Can you be faithful?
I can be faithful.
For the man that's watching, because the man that's going to watch, he's going to be like,
be faithful.
Okay.
I can be faithful.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's too much going on. And, yeah, it's just too much going on.
You thinking about
and
it.
also, let me pose this. So, another thing, too, with that regard, I feel like a lot of celebrities, they're popping up married, they're popping up with children, and the men are happy to be in the kids' lives. Everybody getting married, everybody got a boyfriend, girlfriend in Hollywood or whatever. You walk down the street, and I can't even get somebody to even claim me.
Oh, you got men that claim you.
It's hard. Well, yeah, but I'm saying it's hard for, like, if you in a relationship, nigga, I ain't got no girlfriend. What?
Yeah.
But then you got somebody that got millions of dollars and options. This is my lady, this is my woman,
well,
but they still cheating.
Not the ones that be faithful, though.
No, I'm not saying they're faithful necessarily.
Okay.
What I'm saying is they're taking the initiative to say, hey, you're my girlfriend, or I will marry you. And then you got John over here saying, I ain't got no girlfriend, and I want to get married, but I'm still cheat. Like,
John.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that the celebrities could get married and claim they're women, but reality guys can't?
I need to get a celebrity up here and ask them.
Yeah, like it's nothing. Like everybody's getting married, but then you come to regular people, and it's like it's hard. It's like pulling teeth.
I don't know. I think it's hard for celebrity too, because we don't know what goes on in their life. But I think it's hard too. Because that's why they always divorce, because they won't be married long.
But at least they did it.
Oh, at least they tried.
At least they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's nothing for them to get a girlfriend. You leave one person, you already got a new boyfriend next week. Y'all already dating.
Maybe. Well, Lori Harvey, she's been all over the place.
But she be dating these guys for real.
And
like, you know what I'm saying? They be her boyfriend. Yeah. So it's like she didn't not claim somebody or whatever. Like, here it's like, why are you lying? You got a whole woman. That's cool. Go still cheat. What you lying for? Just because you ain't on TV? Like, I don't understand.
you know you live in Houston, right?
Yeah.
So Houston is one of those places. It's like Atlanta Part 2.
Yeah.
So Houston is one of those places, and I always say this. I believe Houston my theory is the big city theory. Like I stated earlier, you have a buffet full of multiple people. And with multiple people, you got multiple options. With multiple options, you got multiple decisions to make at any day and time, right? And especially if you're known, you definitely got mad options. Mm-hmm. So, I hate that it's like that. Maybe you got to go to the country and just get a man that's a hardworking man that works in the field, and he's going to come home every day. He's going to, do the same routine. First of all, that gets boring anyway, but you might like that. He's going to do the same routine. He's going to be at home. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to be in the field working. Maybe you want to do that. But I don't know. I don't have the answer. So you're in Houston, so you have options.
I just feel like if I'm a big star, I get married for what? I have options, but they do it.
Yeah.
And even here, I would get married because I have options, but I don't have options like they got options.
Right.
They can, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they got money with their options.
That is true. Yeah, you're right.
But they're throwing themselves in a box without. I was like, look, hey, it's just weird. Like,
that is true. So what can we find you? I know you in the city, but what can we find you on the nights that you perform in the city?
Well, everything that I have right now is spot dates. So I don't have any residencies right now.
Okay.
So I have a party this weekend, which is Saturday at I'll get back to you.
Oh yeah.
But everything is spot dates. But if you would like to follow me on my social media pages, I always post where I'll be. Regardless if there is a flyer or not, I'll always just probably post it in my stories where I'll be. Typically on the weekends. But yeah, so that's how you'll follow me. You want to kind of go ahead and give my...
Yeah, what's your handle?
So my handles are, Instagram is @itsBrendalynn. That's ITSBRENDALYNN on Instagram. Facebook is Brendalynn McKinney. And TikTok is Brendalynn McKinney as well. And I also wanted to plug in, so I don't know if we're wrapping up, but I do have new music out. I have a new EP. It's called Cinematic Life, produced by a friend of mine named David Majlin. He's an Emmy Award nominated film composer. So this is a different branch for me musically. I'm your R&B girl for life, but this is more so on some like alternative R&B music. So
alternative? What is that?
It's alternative. It's
like
just a little different. It sounds like something that's gonna be on Netflix, like movie.
Oh, really?
Big Tina Turner type records.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So, and it's 3 records, and it's called Cinematic Life. And right now, it's not released on the main DSPs. It's released on a new platform called Even. Even is a new platform for independent artists to actually get a hold of their music that's out. So basically, if you go to my profile, you're able to subscribe, which you don't have to pay a monthly subscription like the other DSPs. Because guess what? That monthly subscription that y'all paying and streaming the music, we don't see none of that.
Yeah.
So this allows you to come on there, find me as the artist, go pick out what you want. Let's just say, like right now, Cinematic Life is $8. But if you really support me as an artist, you can say, you know what? I support her. I'm gonna give her 10. I'm gonna give her 20.
Right.
And we get to see all of that.
And it's called what?
It's called Even. EVN.
Even.
EVEN.
Even. Okay.
Yeah. We get to see all of that. And what happens is it'll literally show you like the first couple hours that I released it. I had 2 sales, which gave me $18, and it'll tell you $18 I would have to stream 5,100 streams to
right.
make $18.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so but it gives you an experience. Not only are you getting access to the music, but you're getting access to chat with me online. You're getting access to my store.
Oh, that's dope.
And other little stuff. Yeah, it's perfect for independent artists. So
that's
you guys
dope.
could head over there and support me in that manner. I appreciate it. So
I like that. That's dope. Guys,
that's different.
Yeah.
It's taking over. It's kind of stepping on the toes of a lot of DSPs like Spotify, iTunes,
yeah,
a lot of labels. So once it starts popping, a lot of people are getting hip to it now, like bigger or major artists and stuff.
Right.
So once they start doing that, it's a wrap.
Well, it's kind of like on a streaming service, like not streaming, but on the video side, it's kind of like a Patreon.
Kind of, yeah.
How Patreon, but now they have other platforms that's better than Patreon, where you could subscribe $2 or something, and it goes directly to you.
Directly to the
Yeah, you pay a little small percentage to
for sure.
the platform, you know.
But it's not like all these other things and you don't see nothing. Like,
right.
I think I had another one with another distribution company that's well known, and the most I've ever had in my account was maybe like $8.
Jeez.
$8.
Yeah, they robbing everybody out here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
we about to get up out of here. We got to wrap up. I'm glad you came up to talk about your opinions on relationships. Opinions with Brendalynn. I can see it. Opinions with Brendalynn. Right. Yeah. No, but I'm glad you came up here. I'm glad you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing better than what you did when you first came into the studio.
Oh yeah. I'm in a really good place.
That's good. So you gave your handles, but give it one more time so the people know exactly where to find you.
So Instagram is it's Brendalynn. It's ITSBRENDALYNN. Facebook is Brendalynn McKinney, and actually YouTube is Brendalynn McKinney as well. I got some new stuff that I've uploaded, so make sure you head over there. And if you can't make it to my performances, you can also just go look at them on YouTube.
There you go, guys. Look, I'm glad you guys tuned in. Make sure you tell a friend, to tell an uncle, to tell an auntie, to tell a sister what we got going on. Well, y'all know already. Yeah, see, y'all been spreading the news, so it's all good. Y'all already know where we at. Because every time I'm outside, y'all be asking me these dumbass questions. I'm sorry. Y'all be asking me these,
how you really feel.
Right, asking me these questions. I'm like, how do I know that? Like, give her my number. I'm not giving nobody's number, man. So if somebody asks me about you, Brendalynn, and they want your information, I'm like, look, this is her DM right here. We'll slide it.
Slide in the DM. That's a shameless slide.
Oh, yeah. Slide in the DM.
In the DM.
You feel me? So, guys, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in to the show. This your boy, DJ KO. I'm glad you guys tuned in. Much love to my sponsors, Red Coral and 605 Adult Beverages. I got to get out of here. So, the word of the day before we get out of here, give us a word. One word. Brendalynn.
One word?
One word.
Ooh.
One word.
One word for the day is perseverance.
Perseverance.
Just dropped in my spirit.
There you go, perseverance. We're going to use that for the week. Make sure you guys persevere in everything that you're doing, right? Guys, this is the Culturally Distinct Podcast. I love you guys, and you can't do nothing about it. Peace out. And that...
Peace out and peace. I don't